you get the mailings?
I did, and I have a few candidates. This one has a very impressive resume.
Great. Oh. This is a face for voiceover. Get that over to Chet and VO. Next.
This one doesn't have a resume, but it looks like Chris Pine.
Oh, finally, something I can work with.
Great.
Hey, Jeff, Diane, do you guys want to see a UCB show tonight? There are some BuzzFeed interns I'm trying to snatch up. It could be fun. We could go out, grab some drinks.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
And Tiffany is coming. She loves improv. It's kind of our thing.
Oh, so we're finally gonna meet the lucky girl who snatched you up, huh?
As long as she doesn't mysteriously have some emergency pop-up to where she can't come, like the last 6 times.
Yeah, those were crazy coincidences.
George has an imaginary girlfriend. I'm so sure of it, I've started a bet with Ned. Easiest money I'll ever make. George, we all know you don't have a girlfriend. This charade is getting sad, and quite honestly, it's insulting to my intelligence.
Ooh. Well, for the naysayers in the room, Tiffany is an angel, and you should be so lucky to experience her.
Oh, of course she is. You know, Jeff is just jealous.
No, I am not.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Here I am, flaunting my cataclysmic romance, and he's habitually alone.
That's not how you use that word. It's not a positive word.
Are you sure? It did sound pretty impressive. I like the way it rolled off.
You know, George, we get it. We'll be there. But for the sake of Jeff's fragility on this subject, you should probably go.
Alright. Thanks.
Fragility, Diane?
Well, you're like a social bull in a china shop. I had to bunker down the china. Plus, we cannot afford to burn bridges in this business. Jeff can be kind of a jerk sometimes, but he never means it. I mean, sometimes I have to be his conscience, you know? Like the yin to his yang. You know, like those rapper twins. The yin yang twins, they had that song, Get Low. that was a bad example. I'm more like the Watson to his Sherlock Holmes. But I digress. I also find it hard to believe that George has a living girlfriend.
I have a girlfriend.
So basically,
Eating at 5.
and if you would like to have another.
Hi, I'm Courtney, and I've been working at Book Casting Company for 5 years now. I'm already a partnering agent, and I have a decent stack of clientele. We have a saying in this business: if you're gonna be in business, go to Yale. But if you're gonna be a star, go to Courtney. Yep, well, I am a theatrical agent, and we have the best team. They're just the most hardworking and passionate. Well, they need some motivation. All right, team, let's get started with some news from last week. Now, as you know, Mark got little Mary Tyler on that new Disney Channel show, Build a Breakdown. It's that show where child stars go to plan their post-Disney career melts. Can you say hashtag booked? More like hashtag blessed, am I right? All right, so now some for news for today. As you know, it's pilot season on the East Coast, but it's also the summer of Broadway. I've already put Mark and Beth Ann on those accounts, so if you have anybody that you want from your roster to go on there, just talk to them, all right? Go team! Nailed it. I'm a great motivational speaker. You know, I'm like the Phil Jackson of the casting world.
Why do they always get the good contracts? National tours are typically non-union. I wouldn't say it's a fish you want to fry.
I know, but equity contracts make good cuts.
Tammy, if you're obsessed with it, go to the New York office. You know, I'm perfectly fine with features, commercials. Now that's where the money is in LA.
Didn't you just apply for the commercial department?
Yes, I did. My application is technically still pending, but Courtney made it pretty obvious that I have the job.
Really? How?
Yes, she said, wow, look at all these qualifications and recommendations. Impressive. Like that.
Just like that.
Yes, just like that.
I don't know, Samantha. That sounds more like an observation of your resume and not confirmation of your promotion.
Well, it's a good sign. And now all I have to do is find a big enough contract to put my name on, you know, something that's gonna grab their attention.
Too bad all the good contracts go to Nancy.
God, she's so annoying. She thinks she's so perfect. Well, you know what? Her eye for talent is just as shitty as those hooves she tries to pass off as Steve Madden.
They're Louis Vuittons, actually.
It's like you summoned her with all your negativity.
She's like the devil.
You must be so embarrassed.
Shut up. We are so excited to have you aboard here, Curtis.
Oh, actually, it's just Kurt.
Ah, right, sorry. I'll get that right eventually. You'll be right here, right across from Catherine.
Rough night.
Actually, she's blind, but Kurt, we don't use the B word here. We like to say visually impaired.
What does she cast?
The voice. And she's not our only special agent here. You know, Frank over here is deaf, but don't yell at him. You know, he's very good at reading lips, and he's pretty articulate too. A real spitfire, that one. Yeah, he lost his hearing on the job.
What does he cast?
American Idol.
Hey, Mark. Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark M. Shark.
What, Ned?
You see the casting breakdown for Book of Mormon go up?
You know I did, Ned.
You know, so I heard that the producers want us to, like, personally filter the submission, so you sent it in from your roster.
I'm thinking Daryl, Curtis, and Jake. And for the women, Nicole, Aisha, and Nicole.
Strong choices, man. Strong
I
choices.
hope so. This could be their ticket to Broadway. And I know that Aisha and Daryl are trying to make the switch.
Oh, yeah,
from
speaking of switch, can you put in Trevor Lewis to that submission? Thanks, bud.
No, Ned, I do not see that happening.
Okay, come on. He's a good guy, and he's from Utah, so he's basically an honorary Mormon.
Ned, I took a chance on him for that commercial debut with Sir Patrick Stewart, and he drank on the job. I almost got knocked back to junior agent. Trevor got so drunk he started quoting Star Trek and Waiting for Godot. He then grabbed Sir Patrick's hand and started yelling into his watch, "Beam me up, Scotty." It's a Shatner line, it's not even from the right season. He then asked for his autograph, and the son of a bitch got it on a restraining order. He has it in his living room and shows it to us at every Christmas party. Besides, my cat sings better than him.
Okay, come on, Mark. He needs the work. And who doesn't want to grab a drink with Sir Patrick Stewart?
Are we talking about when Trevor got drunk on set?
Oh, screw you, Chip. Straight theater is dead. Get a real job.
That was hurtful.
I'm sorry, Chip. You know, it's been a rough pilot season. But seriously, there are 2 Shakespeare companies in LA, and one of them is an improv group, so what purpose do you serve here?
Chip is a junior agent in the theatrical department, specializes in Shakespeare contracts and straight acting. He's basically furniture. He's also on the safety board, so he's a major buzzkill. You know, if we were the cast of Family Guy, he'd be our Meg.
I'm sorry, Chip. He's just kidding.
I'd bite my thumb at you.
You gotta take it easy on the insults, man. He's sensitive. He gets depressed when his wife changes their detergent.
No, I know. I'm working on it. Hey, what's that?
This is my music theater degree.
You're an actor.
Used to be, just couldn't find any work.
You see the irony in that, right? You being a casting agent and getting other people work, but not yourself. You should submit yourself.
It's against policy, man.
Oh, did you spend all this money to be a casting agent or an actor?
What about the workload here?
Oh, you got Beth Ann. She'll cover. Beth, are you on Tinder?
No.
You're clearly swiping on Tinder. You know, we have work to do, roles to cast.
Yeah, me too. I'm currently casting for Bay, and so far, ain't nobody getting a call back. Ooh, except for you. Hashtag booked.
Ew, look, I'll help. I'll help you out.
You can't even handle your own work.
Hey, Nancy.
Mark? Ned?
Nancy and I have a complicated relationship. We hate each other. That's probably why the sex is so good. She thinks she has this sexual power over me, which she doesn't. She is a total psycho.
He's crazy about me. Addicted, really. It's pathetic.
How's the commercial department treating you?
Judging by the jack I just bought for my last cut, pretty good.
It's not bother me, because if it bothered me, that would mean I'm jealous, and I'm not, so.
Oh, Ned. You've always been easier to read than a network breakdown.
Oh, is it hard for you to breathe, having the reoccurring role of the emotional succubus in my life?
Oh, those are passionate words, Ned. You know, I'm gonna go make copies if you'd like to join me.
How much did you hear?
Enough to know you're gonna submit yourself for roles using the connections made by this firm.
So you heard everything. You literally just backpedaled minutes worth of conversation.
I like to keep the suspense.
I hope you're better at keeping suspense than you are at secrets.
Depends. What's it worth?
What's what worth?
This is private, Jeff.
Mark's gonna start submitting himself for calls.
God damn it, Beth.
Mind your own business, Beth.
You guys are sitting right next to my desk. I thought you wanted to share.
Yeah, Mark. Don't you want to share?
Well, I don't see what the big deal is. I submit myself from time to time. Just last week, I made a few calls and got myself into a play.
You submitted from your account?
No, Chip did it for him.
Chip? Did someone say my name?
Shut up, Chip. You going with that Slim Jim?
What does that even mean?
Not really sure.
Hey guys, my girlfriend is coming to meet me for lunch. I just wanted to see if you guys wanted some food.
No, George, we're all a little busy.
But I wanted something.
What are you all crowded over here for?
Mark's being a pussy. He wants to submit himself for a project.
You're an actor?
Why does everyone sound so surprised? I am a trained actor.
I don't see it.
Well, it's not something that you can see.
Actually, it is. Acting is a verb.
I mean talent.
But you can see that, as well as it is a precursor to the former, although not always. And it is in our job description.
George, your girlfriend's here.
Well, I'll be damned.
Well, I'll be off. Hey, good luck with your dilemma, Mark. Step quick.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. Good for him. You lose the bet, Jeff.
So are we just going to pretend that I'm not in need of advice?
Well, do you think you're good enough for the job?
I really think I could.
Thinking is gonna get you nowhere. You've gotta put your money where your mouth is. Can you do it or not?
Yes.
And that settles it. You're submitting. Dust off the old headshot resume.
Not so fast. What about the policy, remember?
We'll just do what Jeff did. If another agent submits for you, then it's not against policy, and if you book it, then it looks good on the agent. So, what are you submitting for?
All the upcoming national tour calls?
Wait a minute. Only you and Beth are in charge of those calls at the moment.
Don't be a bitch, Nancy.
I can report you to HR for that.
You won't.
She does have a point about the situation.
And the harassment.
Don't be a Nancy, Jeff. Don't do it.
I'll submit you, Mark,
Really, Beth Ann?
but on one condition. You know what I want?